Come on up and start talking if you want to talk. Open mic night, zombie party. Eventually, we may be able to pull off a worldwide video cast. Different folks from different places on the planet. Come on in, Rank.
Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. Got audio?
Hold on, let me get rid of this music. I'm hearing music.
Nah, you're good. Nah.
How's that, Rank?
How you going, brother?
Oh man, working like a dog, man. Working like a dog.
So my audio, I'm coming through good?
Yeah, I'm just setting up my audio a little bit.
Yeah, I'm on my tablet now. I've got to go turn on my PC. Alright, so I'll set that up. Yeah, no. Do you ever have those dreams? Did you ever have a dream when you're eating?
What do you mean, dream about stuff when you're eating?
Yeah, I was dreaming I was eating like this big hamburger and everything. And I woke up at like, damn, I just got to open the blinds and shit in the room and fire up the PC. So I had a dream I was eating. And I just woke up at like 2 a.m. and I was like, I got to eat. I got to eat. And so my missus, the wifey got up in the morning. She's like, what the hell are you doing up? And I was like, I had a dream I was eating. I was hungry. I got to eat.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Yeah, it's crazy. So what music were you playing?
I had a app rolling over there. I don't even know if anybody could hear the music or not.
Nah, I couldn't hear any music, man. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, sadly, nah.
No, I just I was listening to you guys this morning early.
Who's that?
Mad Shed and
Oh, man,
all
oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, mate, I was cooked. Man, did you listen to me? Like, by the end of it, I was absolutely baked. Yeah. I was on the downhill, man. Oh, mate.
I got up, man, and I said, well, I'm gonna get up. I was up early, and my dog was just worrying the crap out of me. So I said, well, I'll get up and let him out real quick. So I let him out real quick,
Yeah.
and I came back in.
That's what I just had to do then. Sorry, I had to let my dog out. He needs to go out for a tinkle. Yeah.
Yeah. He got through doing what he done. He came straight on in, got right back up on the bed, and went right back to sleep. He wasn't getting up at no 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, right.
It's like fuck you.
Oh, mate. It's funny. We got me and the wifey. We got a Chihuahua. Yeah, like we got two cattle dogs. I don't know why we got a Chihuahua, but we did.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
thinks he's a cattle dog.
oh yeah. You know, them little dogs will get your ass in trouble around some cows. You know, if they scare them cows,
Oh,
get your ass killed, get you run over. No, I've been
go on, Rick. Yeah, go on, Rick. Hurry up.
I've been clearing off a little bit of a 2 acre lot over there, and I finally got it cleared up and got it pushed up in the burn piles and got it burning.
2
Get that
acres.
out of it.
Jesus.
Huh?
You're using like a skid load, like 2 acres.
Yeah, I got a excavator.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say that. Yeah, that's a lot of land. Damn. We're off.
Yeah, got that out of the way finally.
Yeah, right.
It fucking took rescue fucking 3 days to take a tree down. that, that fucking excavator, he's wanting me to come over there. You know, if I get a windfall, if I get a windfall in my lap, then I'm gonna go over there and hang out with rescue for a few days with my excavator and get some of his shit straightened up for him. He's only rescue. Rescue's only like fucking 4 hours from me or so. I drive.
That's fuck all 4 hours. You know, I hate people that complain about that shit. They go, "Oh, 4 hours, that's too far." It's like
Oh fuck
bullshit.
no.
Yeah, and then this is why I dropped a lot of friends as well, because they I dropped a lot of friends because they go, "Oh no, I don't want to visit you because your house is too far to drive to." Right? Because I moved
Yeah.
away from the city and I live on the Central Coast, and they go, "Oh, your house is too far to drive through," but then they'll take selfies and holiday pictures like at places nearby where I live, and I'm like, "Well, why didn't you stop in, you shit fuck?
Oh yeah.
You could have stopped in and said hello." So I'm too far to visit, but you can holiday up where I live.
Yeah. I went in. I went into fucking before I went into fucking basic training stuff when I was young. Then I had already had a job driving a frozen food truck. You know, and we would drive. I would drive that fucking frozen food truck like fucking 9 or 10 hours a fucking day in the steering wheel. You know, windshield time.
Oh
And
yeah.
when I got through training up. When I got older, I got through training up in some basic training on some military stuff and all that, and decided to take a break. So when I came out, I had a special chauffeur's license to be able to drive the big semi trucks. So for like a couple of fucking years, I would go all the way from fucking Maine in the United States all the way to fucking British Columbia, Canada, all the way up on the fucking corner and cross over and drop trailers for Canadian guys to come down and hook the trailers and take them all the way up into Alaska. And
Dang.
that's a pretty fucking good trip across those fucking mountain ranges up in there with all
Yeah.
that fucking the adverse weather, you know.
I was gonna say, aren't some of those roads seasonal? Like you can't drive them when it's.
Oh, it's the truck. You know, I had a big old I had a big old Mormon. You know the Mormon trucks.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a brand. Well, I had tri drives on it. It had 6 axle drive. It had a front steer axle that was drive. It was all wheel drive essentially, and it had a couple of tag axles that would come down on air. And then it had the first trailer, which was 48 feet, and the second trailer was 53 feet. And the third one back on the ass end back there was usually a 48 or 50 with a pusher in the middle, and hauling those three big ass trailers across Canada all the way over into Alaska on three trailers. And I was hauling steel out of the Ontario steel plant.
3 trailers, so it's like a All right, hang on. I got to switch from my tablet now, and so I can give you my camera. Hang on. I got my PC all fired up. Sorry, brother. Hang on. Wait. There we go.
All right, hold on. There you go, Mr. Rank,
Oh,
sir.
dang. All right, I'll get rid of that one. All right.
So, oh yeah, man. I mean, I usually I drove a truck hauling sheep across Australia one time. I did that for a company down there. I did that on a work permit, so they only allowed me to fucking work so fucking long. And I only had like fucking 90 days on my fucking visa, to work visa in Australia. So, and after the 90 days, the guy that I was working for, hauling this fucking sheep, he wanted me to come over illegally into Australia, I said, well, I don't know, man. I said, that was kind of scary. And then later on, I went back into work for the government employment over here.
Government jobs, they always pay good. You get a good pension, and you're pretty secure with government jobs. But at the end of the day, as well, like you might be secure and like supported in many ways, but at the same time, they really don't give a shit about your life.
Oh yeah, they're just like they're like any other company,
Yeah, they'll use you up, they'll abuse you, and they'll get everything out of you until you're done and dusted. Yeah,
they want it. Here's the thing: they want it to be. What's up, KP? What's going on, man? You got kicked out. Hold on. You want to come on the panel? Hold on a minute, KP.
No one kicked you out of the panel. I kicked myself out because I had two open. I was open on my tablet as well as on here. I might have accidentally kicked him. I don't know. I don't think I did, but
there's a link there, KP, if you want to come up, man.
I've got to go grab my beer. I just realised I left my beer over out there on the counter, so I'll be right back.
So we got Australia on the line here. As soon as he gets back from getting his beer, and later on, maybe some of my Ireland people over there can pop up. Maybe one of them, and eventually we'll get into London and try to create a information spider web of bullshit opinion.
Apologies, I'm back. I'm back. So, Zombie, what music were you playing? Because you were muted when I first joined. What songs?
It's
Anything I'd
just
know?
ran. It's just random. It was a minute work, random, and it
Ooh,
was
Men at
mixed.
Work. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a mixed soundtrack that I got in that. It's all different kinds of music that's around that era.
Men at Work. Pretty sure they're Australian.
Oh yeah, they're jamming, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the fucking what's the fucking Vegemite sandwich? The fucking he was 6'4" and full of muscles.
Those,
I said, "Sir, do you speak my language?" And he just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. I come from a land down under. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good. Well, it's Australian month here, so I'm going to get
Yeah.
my Australian flag out on the front porch. Like they've got a Pride Month for all the gays and whatnot. Look, you want to be gay, go be gay. I don't care, whatever. All right, you got a whole month to be gay. All right.
I
So
had
we've
this
got
conversation.
Australia Day is on the 26th of January. Australia Day. But everyone now, all the Aussies, they're saying, let's make it Australia month. And I'm like, yes, let's go. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, the thing is like, hold on, man.
No, you're good, mate. I just realised
I
I
got,
brought in smokes and I forgot to get my lighter.
I'm being careful with my bud here a little bit.
Damn it. Why does everyone have smoke and I can't? Mate, this joint's dry. I can't get it anywhere. Not that I don't smoke anyway, to be honest with you. I just start greening out and get real paranoid. So,
Yeah.
but like my wife likes it to chill out, and she doesn't get violent and beat me anymore. So, fuck it.
I believe, you know, I, Rink,
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with somebody earlier today about setting up a website because she had mentioned about somebody said that she should have a website, foot fetish. You know, she didn't want to do anything else, just show her feet. That was all, nothing else. Not her face, nothing, just her feet. And I told her, I said, well, I sent her a picture of my work boots, and I said, well, I kind of got a foot fetish too. I said, my favorite, most sexy woman in the world wears a pair of these right here. It's called work boots.
Oh no. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I went out with a girl once, and she wanted to suck my toes, and I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, I got a foot fetish. Can I suck your toes? And I'm like, yeah, knock yourself out, eh? But I wasn't gonna
Gee.
say no. Like, hey, what the hell?
Oh, yeah. She,
Ugh.
then she got, my girlfriend got mad at me and told me she was going to have to start sleeping with one eye open. I said, well, I said, you might as well open both of them so the rest of you will match. I said, you already sleep with your mouth open.
I'm gonna get a lighter. I'll be right back, mate. Hang on.
I said, who's talking to Rink? I got Australia, so I'm on send an email out to somebody over in Scotland. And I'm gonna try to get my boys on the phone down there in fucking England.
Go.
Sorry, sir. Oh, all right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got up and shut my door, and my puppy, he's got 2 or 3 of these big ass cow bones, but he's trying to get his paw up underneath the door to get the one that he don't have.
Huh. What breed?
He's a Russian German Shepherd essentially. He's
Yeah.
what they call a panda. It's a panda breed.
Okay.
German Shepherd panda. He's got features of a panda instead of the old traditional black and white, brown and black, or gray, you know.
Yeah.
But he's
I love shepherds. Very, very loyal dogs. Very loyal. Yeah.
yeah, and he's
Beautiful.
He's a little rambunctious thing. I don't really. He's just, I don't. He's one of those dogs, Rank, where you just gotta have him on a leash, you know,
Yeah.
because he's a bit spirited. He
Yeah.
don't take up to strangers very easily at all.
Oh, that's like my boy, mate. He's a red cuttle. They call them Smithfields or stumpy tails. Like he doesn't have a tail. Like red cuttle dog. He doesn't like other dogs. When we take him for walks, he'll try and herd you like you're sheep or cattle because it's just in his instinct. And he'll try and round us all up, like me and the wife and the other dogs. Like he's a great dog, but other dogs, he's just get away from my family, go away, he's so protective. He knows, like, cattle dogs, they go one or two ways. They're either going to be a good cattle dog or they're going to be a guard dog, but he's gone the road of being a guard dog.
Yeah, I mean, my last dog passed away, and I said, well, I wasn't going to really get another dog.
Oh, I said that.
Well, this one, somebody had told me that they heard a noise inside of a dumpster, and I was like, what? And I went over there and found two of them that were still alive, somebody had thrown them in the dumpster. And
Who's the heartless bastard that done that?
So
Son of a bitch.
I kept the female alive for a few days. She didn't make it, but the male did. And they're
Yeah.
shepherds. You know, they're just shepherds, and
Yeah.
they're not somebody. What happens is somebody goes out and gets a dog, and then they find out later that that's not the kind of dog that they should have had because they can't control the dog.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, see, this is the worst time of year as well, zombie. Like, the worst. It's the worst time of year because people go buy cats or dogs as presents. They're not gifts.
Yeah.
They're a lifelong decision. Like, you're going to be stuck with that animal for years. It's not something. It's not something you just go, "Hey, Merry Christmas. Here's a puppy. You're gonna fuck me now. Hey, let's have sex." Yeah, like what the hell? Doesn't
I found my previous dog. Her mother, she was a Presca breed, Canaria. She was a bull mastiff breed, and I got her because her mother refused to feed her because she had already had her teeth started at a real young age.
Okay.
So whenever I got her, I had to bottle feed her up until I could get her on solid food. And I mean, that dog lived to be 15 years old, man. You know.
Jesus, that's a good age for a bull mastiff, mate. Yeah.
You know, and you got to understand, like you just said, man. People just they whenever that cute little puppy goes away, then they don't want it anymore. They go from being inside the house as a cute little. They keep them in the house as a cute little puppy and keep them in the house around them, and then whenever they get tired of them, at a certain point, they just take them outside and start keeping them in a doghouse and a pen all the time and shit. It's kind of like,
oh yeah, how about fuck that? Oh, actually, I don't even know where my dogs are now. Probably running around here somewhere. But yeah, my cattle dogs they only shed from like December to July, and then July till December. So they only shed twice a year. Yeah, they constantly shed. And I had a guy come over to my house once, like an ex-friend of mine. Let's say we're not friends anymore. And he goes, "What's with all the dog hair everywhere?" And I'm like, "Hey, mate, they live here. You don't."
Yeah. You know, it's like
they live here. Yeah.
I've had actual jealousy of me and my dog, you know. And people say, you know, you treat that dog better than you treat people.
I hate that my dog's like my wife more than me.
I said, so why the hell wouldn't I? You know, why the hell wouldn't I? You know?
Oh my God, they're all probably waiting at the window right now, waiting for her to come home from work. Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
No, mate, look, see, that's another thing. Even like, I'm not going to, like, everyone goes, oh, cat lady, and all that crap, right? Look, I'm an animal lover, right? I like cats too, but I'm allergic. Highly allergic. Like, I'll just start sneezing and get a runny nose and my eyes will start swelling up and shit. Highly allergic to cats, but I love them, right?
Yeah.
And
we had,
I
had a girlfriend. I had a girlfriend once in my life, if anybody can believe that. And
well, glad you didn't say boyfriend, mate.
Her family had a big. They had a big piece of property out close between. It's it's about 40 miles outside of Boston, and they had a
Boston,
big ass
New York,
Texas, Texas.
Texas, Boston. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, so if from where I'm at, if I just go over here from where I'm at,
Mm.
I can go, I can drive straight to fucking Rescue's house from here. You
Okay.
see what I mean? It's straight over there, and it's in Texas. And I'm in Louisiana.
Oh, I know where you're at. Yeah, right, all right.
Yeah, I'm in the Gulf of America.
Yeah. even cy- even cyclones
What
are
up,
scared to go to
fuckers?
these. Now they
I
renamed it the Gulf
never.
of America. Even
Oh
cyclones are
Lord,
scared to go there. Yeah.
fuck yeah. You know, over here, you got to have your fucking house jacked up so much fucking. You got to jack your fucking house off the ground so far before you can get fucking proper insurance on it.
Yeah.
I mean, these fucking houses, there's fucking 8 feet of fucking under the house. That's not a basement. That's just sticking up all poles and
Yeah,
and
pylons. Oh, yeah.
foundations.
How far does it go into the ground, or it's just set on the ground?
There's a
It's
what you,
got to be
what you
embedded.
have what you have to imagine you're down there on the beach, okay, and an average wave comes in most of the time of the year, okay.
Okay.
Well, above where that wave crest is at a normal tide, now you have to come 10 feet above that water line on a house around here. That means
Gee,
I'm 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 probably about 25 miles from the coast.
10 feet.
So my house, if I want insurance, the proper insurance in some areas, you have to be at least 10 feet above sea level. And
Fuck.
we're only like, we're below sea level in a lot of the marshes and New Orleans Peninsula. If the
You should
levee
speak.
wasn't there, if the levees wasn't there that we've put there, we would all be underwater.
You should speak to my wife. She works in insurance. She'll probably hook you up, sort you out.
Yeah. So
Oh
it's
my
like
god.
we don't got no problem with water around here.
So if you're under 10 feet, no one will insure you.
You don't. They've passed regulations to where houses have to be built on a certain elevation, and
Yeah.
in these parishes, and it's the flood water line, and it's a water line that's been touched by water a couple of 2 or 3 times in the recent past. You see,
Okay.
it's not like it's not like people think. If the water comes in, and it does, and it will, it's predictable.
Well, you just said it
The
right there. You sounded pretty confident with that when you said it. Not when, but it will. Yeah.
Yeah, it will. So you have to be prepared for that. I'm on high ground. You see what I mean?
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
And
Yeah.
and and this little high ground I'm on is essentially an island, but it's high ground.
Well,
If
that's
the water
where
comes,
I
if
am
the
as
water
well. Yeah. The
once the
the
water
the
comes,
yeah. Sorry. Go.
yeah,
Go.
that water will come in, but it'll be around this high spot that I and some other people are on. I've
Mm.
got neighbors, and we're all on kind of high ground, and that water, uh, will be surrounded essentially by water, and it'll go above the bridges and stuff if it needs to. So you're just kind of stuck on the island if the water comes in.
Are you doing any kind of canning or jarring like supplies and whatnot for like backup supplies in case you are entrapped there when it does
You
happen?
know, the thing about it is my family goes back hundreds of years in this territory.
Hmm.
So we know we're not farmers. You have to understand that. We're trappers and fishermen and we do these things, you
Sounds
know.
like you're gonna have fish washing up on your doorstep soon, mate.
Yeah, I mean we've got ample alligator supply of meat and deer and fish in this area to where you're not looking for food. You're looking for the next best reel, you know.
Yeah, right.
But I know how to do trapping. I'm a trapper. I
Okay.
survive by I can survive by trapper. I'm just a trapper. I know how to trap things, and I know how to catch things on a hook, and I know how to do those sort of things. I,
Mm.
and the foraging, as far as foraging for anything else, then there's a few varieties of plant life that'll sustain you, which you're never going to go hungry down here. Even if there's nothing, you're still not going to go hungry. There's more than enough. And the people that don't have these resources and they're just regular old squares, well,
Mm.
once their house is gone, it's gone, you know, because they had to leave and they don't know how to do any survival if they had to out here in these swamps.
Well, it's like the same. Okay, the deal where I'm at, like I'm up at the top of the hill in the area that I'm in. Like I moved away from the city and I moved to the bush, and I just couldn't take the city anymore. Didn't want the hustle and
Yeah,
bustle. Found a nice school for the children. Yada yada, all that bullshit. Okay, it's beautiful up here, but we're like we've had huge rainfalls and floods and whatnot, but we're on a high point on a hill as well, so the floods won't affect us.
yeah.
We're
You'll have to
we're still able to travel and whatnot.
you you
So
have
yeah,
to you have to remind me of the territory there, but just down on the gonna be down on the Midwest coast of Australia, right along
I,
with
I,
it's
I'm on the
it's hilly desert down in there.
if everybody see if you look at the population of Australia, everybody
Yeah,
always
but if you
coastal.
go,
They want ocean, they want beaches, they want that
yeah,
lifestyle.
there's not. That's a
Mm.
sparse. That's a sparse coast down there in midway down in Australia. If you go east from there, you run into that military base over there on the other side of the hilly country, back out in the middle of the desert back there.
Well, I'm not going to give you my address, zombie, but I can tell you if you want to Google it and have a look. Let's say Google the entrance. I'm 20 minutes away from that.
Yeah,
The entrance on the central coast.
yeah,
Okay, the entrance. It's a
yeah,
beautiful spot, and everyone holidays there, and mate, the joint gets crazy. It goes nuts.
yeah,
Come Christmas time, New Year's Eve, it's like a big. Everyone travels up from Sydney because it's only an hour drive
yeah.
from Sydney,
I
from
used to.
a major
I
city.
delivered.
Yeah,
Yeah, I delivered. I delivered in that central coast right there. There's a military outpost out there. It's
on
out
the
there.
central coast. Which one?
Yeah, and it's midways. It's right in the center, coming from south to north, north to east. It's almost in the center right there, man. And I can't
I don't.
remember what the fucking. I can't
I
remember
don't.
what the name of the little town is there.
Oh, I don't
And
know that one.
it was a joint. It belongs to Australia, USA, Britain. They have a surveillance facility right there. It's a strategic surveillance station. It's there.
Nah, I'm
And
not.
I used to deliver supply to there, through there. That was part of the route that I would take. And then
Hey,
the other times,
maybe you're talking about something you shouldn't talk about because I'm unaware of
well,
that. It's probably covert. Now it's not.
no, it's not. It's well known. It's well known.
Oh,
It's there.
I don't even know. Oh,
It's a it was during a nuclear exchange. That's one of the outposts that are away from far enough away from. Back in the day when they built it, it was far enough from the coast to where nobody could hit it with a boat or a ship or anything. You know, you couldn't hit it with a missile from somewhere else. It was too far away.
I'm intrigued.
But
I'm
but
genuinely intrigued, eh?
nowadays, you know, war technology's changed now. So I mean, everything could be a target pretty much. There's nothing out of range
No,
anymore.
absolutely not. No,
But
absolutely not.
there's a nuclear. Just in case you want to know, you can look it up on a map. You might find it helpful one day. There's a nuclear blast facility there. It's a
On the
nuclear
Central
bunker.
Coast.
Yeah, it's inland. It's inland.
Oh yeah,
It's
inland.
halfway.
Yeah,
It's
not on the
halfway
Central
inland.
Coast. Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really
Inland
start to green up. You don't get to green up a little bit until you get a few hundred kilometers north or south of that mid strip going through there. You know what I mean? It's just fucking open, and
Yeah.
it's it's sparse vegetation. Ain't nothing out there for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. You know, but it's there, and they got a nuclear blast facility there. All of that. I used to run provisions through there when I was in the fucking on the job.
Yeah. Beautiful country.
Yeah. You don't want to fucking you know you break down out there. You're gonna be a minute. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you don't want to get a lot. Yeah.
It's
Make sure
liable to
you
be a
got plenty.
fucking day, a couple of fucking days if you're in a heavy enough truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they're gonna
Make
send it,
sure
if
you
they're
got
sending,
plenty of water. Yeah.
fuck yeah. I've been there.
Oh,
I can't. That's been so fucking long ago, Rank, man. It really has, man. That's been close to fucking 30, 35,
does it
36
feel
years
like?
ago.
Does it feel like yesterday?
Fuck no. Because I've been everywhere, man. I'm like Johnny
I've been
Cash.
everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
Yeah. Me and my constituents.
See that? Like I was looking at that. I want to do it on my motorcycle, on my touring bike. I looked at it,
Oh, yeah.
and if I book it really hard, it'll only take me 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks if I go fast and hard to go around all of Australia in 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to
I
document
did.
it. So I've got to make sure I've got battery packs to charge my cameras, all my gear and everything. So I really want to do it before I turn 50 and just
Yeah.
book it around Australia. Just go, whoop. Yeah, and just knock that off my bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how we go.
I tell you, the one I did, man, and these young cats, man, they don't get it, man. Old cats like me, we've been places, you know. And it's interesting for some people if they just ever take the time to listen to the man's story. Could you imagine, like, when I did that job, I was in heavy logistics, which means I transport armaments. You know, that's my job.
That's some delicate shit.
So whenever we're moving fucking armaments and supplies and logistics and shit flowing into these regions, well, goddamn, son, I've been down on Bakalaka fucking street while we've been fucking shot at. You know what I mean? And go
Yeah.
back. You know, go out there, reload them, get them up, get back. You know what I mean? And did that shit.
Yes, sir.
That front line fucking supply chain. And then whenever I was on fucking light duty, easy duty, we would haul stuff down through the coast of India, all the way down into Bangladesh, man. Catching it off of a ferry coming out from that little island. If you look out there in the middle of
That all. Fuck yeah. No.
you look dead south in the center from the Red Sea Passage. You look straight down in the middle of that ocean down there. There's a little island out there. You see, and that's overseen by the U.S. military right there too. There's an island out there.
Is that the island that nobody's allowed to go on?
Yeah.
Yeah, and those tourists went and got on there and got themselves killed.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah, I know that.
back when it was used for a strategic outpost and still is.
Oh no, sure.
There's a lot of protection around that little island right there.
Okay, I might be thinking about a different island. Okay.
Plus it gives the United States military forces right to be in that region because we have an outpost. You know,
Well, that's why
it's
we've
the thing.
got military strategy as well. Is why
Yeah.
you like here, Cape York. We're so close. Like we're a straight shot up to Japan and China. You don't have to fly over the Pacific. So it makes sense. I get it.
Oh fuck
Yeah.
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 Hey, Tate.
We're in a good spot.
And
So,
then a lot of times we was responsible, and I was responsible for exchange of messaging, which means that if there was something that needed to come back that didn't need to be broadcasted over a digital or a fucking radio signal, then it was essentially explained to in a certain way, and that information was brought back. You see, a relay.
okay.
And then me and
quick question.
me
Do
and
you know? Quick question. Do you know Morse code?
you know, I used to. I don't anymore. I couldn't tell you.
Same. I used to know it, and it just went out of my head. It's like it just
Yeah.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, please continue. All right. So you were
So
supply
whenever,
operator. Yeah.
yeah. So whenever me and Rob up in Kentucky were talking one night, and he said, "Yeah," he said, "I know exactly where you're talking about."
Hmm.
Well, he was talking about the 101st Airborne Division.
Way
So,
before.
anyways, and the Army Rangers Unit and everything else, the Special Forces, all that shit. Well, what my job was to gather details and information. I was forward operator, which means that I'm sitting out there in the middle of some city, mostly by myself, just observing. I'm dressed like the locals, if you understand what I mean. And
I'm
whenever
listening.
I see
I'm listening. Yeah.
and whenever I would see what I see, and some of the local people would inform us of certain things in certain locations, then they would move in. If it was a hot target, then somebody would just simply go over there on top of one of those buildings and put a laser on top of that fucking building that they're in, and then that building would just kind of just disappear. So, I mean, it's a hard life.
Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. Fucking hell.
And I say, I try to tell people that, I don't want to just slip every fucking detail of every fucking thing I ever did in my life out on the fucking interwebs.
I've no, mate. Look, I know guys. I'll tell you now, zombie. I know guys that have been frontline, and they're ready to stick a revolver in their fucking mouth, mate. I never was a frontline troop, fucking mate. But some of the shit, some of my best mates, some of my best friends, it's fucked up. Fucking
my
not
logo.
Cool. Not cool. The stories I've heard, the shit I've heard, is fucking not okay. It's not okay. Fuck. I'm not gonna say it. Fuck it. Whatever.
I mean,
you're putting a laser on a building, whatever, mate. That I wouldn't be like. They're like, yeah. The reality of it is fucking shocking.
I mean,
a lot of the general public, they don't understand it. All right. It is confronting. Like, everyone watches it on the interwebs and the internets, and you see what's happening, this and that and the other. But when you actually see it for the real, mate, that shit is fucking not cool. Fuck.
Yeah. And a lot of times, that's, I'm just an observer. That's all. All my job is just to observe.
Shit.
And
fucker.
Sometimes, and it's sort of like, and I try to explain this to some people about Venezuela. Okay. And listen,
mate, I was ready to buy a couple of M4s from fucking ship over to America and get that $50 million fucking reward money. Mate, I was going to go over there and fucking nab that motherfucker. But there was a 25. If someone told me if I was 20
years younger, he would have been in the back of my fucking truck in a suitcase.
Exactly. I would have nabbed that motherfucker up. Like, fucking, hey, where's my check? Here's fucking Maduro.
Hey, listen, man, there's fucking people. There's people inside this fucking country as we speak that's saying, free Maduro, free this bastard, free this fucking maggot,
Zombie,
and then you start.
Zombie, they're doing it here in Australia. They're slowing down here in Australia, right? Here in Australia.
That's that fucking left, man.
Everybody's throwing down the Ukraine flags. Yeah, we're not going for Ukraine anymore. We're going to go for fucking Venezuela. And it's like, mate, you motherfuckers didn't even know that Venezuela existed.
Yeah. And here's the thing, man. They don't understand. They don't understand anything about it. And I said, look, Rescue asked me this. It wasn't Rescue. Somebody asked me something about it. And I said, what are we going to do? I said, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go down there. We're going to extract that motherfucker. And we're going to take that fucking oil into possession. And we're going to fucking take charge of that fucking country.
50 million. Okay, 50 million 3 ways. So we're going to, all right, if we do 10,000 or 15,000 on firearms, then you've got to hire an aircraft. Yeah, you're probably looking at 100,000, all right? Okay, and then you got your ammunition, your body armor, and your kit. Let's splurge on the kit and the body armor and everything. So we'll blow that out to 100,000 for the three of us, me, you, and Rescue, right?
Here's what I'm gonna say, man.
Okay.
Here's what I'll say about it, man.
We go snag Maduro, right? Come back 50 million. We're only down 500K.
They're already got him in possession now. They got him in fucking.
I missed that.
And But you tell these fucking people out here in this fucking planet, and they want to fucking liberate this fucking bastard. Hold on a minute. There's the people. This is all the people out here. It's
Right.
in they're in a misunderstanding about this people. It's not just him. Maduro is the puppet. You understand? He's the elected puppet. It's all of that behind him. It's all of that. You see what I mean? And these local people, listen, the local people of fucking Venezuela, man, it's been interviewed. They've voiced how they feel in front of a fucking video camera. And the truth is, yes. And right now, the guards are taking up and trying to keep the people off the fucking street, and they're going to lock them up or something if they go out there and try to protest. You see?
Have you seen Cuba now is kicking up?
See, there you go, Cuba, man. The fucking people inside this fucking country, and anybody who ever wants to listen to the truth will know that the guards,
I'm too old. Otherwise, I'd re-enlist.
all the guards, all the fucking guards around fucking this Maduro motherfucker, all of them guards and all of his intelligence and everything else are Cubans. You understand? Cubans, not Venezuelans.
Yeah.
And then he has members of the fucking Cuban fucking Communist Party and the fucking Chinese fucking Republican, whoever they are. They're in there. You see what I mean?
Communist Party.
They're all in there. They're all in there trying to hump Maduro's leg to try to get leverage on that fucking oil. Why? Because we don't need it. We don't need the fucking oil. See, people don't get that.
I like how
we don't need that fucking oil.
I like how you said oil. So authentic.
Yeah. So now you've got you've got this fucking you've got all these fucking regime of fucking people, Cubans and the intelligence and the military and everybody else. They took the oil. See, private companies, American petroleum companies, built all the infrastructure around the petroleum refinery in Venezuela. That's number one. Number two is whenever fucking Maduro took power, the state took possession of all the fucking oil fields. So now the state's making all the fucking money that's coming out of the oil, and the people of Venezuela are fucking starving on the street. They work, their average monthly fucking wage is enough wage to go in a fucking food store and to be able to buy just 2 items. Imagine that, right?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they freezed all their bank accounts about 5 years ago.
Yeah, so they're done. So if
you had 50 grand in the bank, they were like, nah, you're only allowed to take out $20 a day. And people were like, what the fuck? Like
1/4 of the entire population of Venezuela had to leave Venezuela or starve to death. And you've got millions of people inside the United States and Mexico and Colombia and the surrounding areas, and their fucking story is right. The truth, they just want to be able to go. They want to go back to their fucking country. They're happy. They're Venezuelans. They wanted the fucking Maduro to be gone. He's killing people. They're taking these fucking people and they're killing fucking people. And 60% of the entire population of Venezuela is affected by fucking the drug cartels and Maduro.
Yeah.
You see?
I'm surprised America hasn't taken over Canada yet.
So the fact,
you pretty much walk in, take Canada, go south, take Mexico, and then you work your way down don't fuck with Brazil. Those bitches got nice asses. Leave Brazil alone. Just work around Brazil. Yeah.
The gloves are off. The gloves are off over here in America. The gloves are off. You know, fuck that. The agenda is this is our fucking hemisphere, America's hemisphere.
True.
That means All of our fucking neighbors. You remember that fucking? You ever seen that fucking movie, Spaceballs?
Oh shit! I should send you a link. Yes, I know Spaceballs. I should send you a link. There was a pro-Venezuelan. There's no one else in chat. I don't know. I don't care. There was a guy. There was a pro-Venezuela rally in Australia yesterday, right about 20 hours ago. All going, oh no, I can't believe you did this. And this Aussie guy walked in going, USA, 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 and he got arrested.
Yeah.
And then he was locked up for 45 minutes. 45 minutes, and they let him go. And then his mate goes up with a camera and he goes, yeah, they just let me go because they didn't know what they were going to charge me for.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious. It's because, like I say, I compare it to the fucking Spaceballs movie when the dude, the Mog, and the fucking captain of the fucking RV, and the fucking princess and her fucking robot, and everybody's in this fucking RV, and this big old Imperial cruiser comes up behind them and gets them with the fucking tractor beam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at that point, they got no choice but to say, okay, we got to surrender to these guys because they got us with a tractor beam, and they pull them on up inside the Imperial ship. So that's what happened to Maduro. You see, that's what happened to Venezuela. They got pulled inside they're calling us imperialists anyways. We're imperialists. So fuck it. Well, I can't help it. I can't help it. You know, we got to lead by posture, which means that if we aim to lead our brothers and sisters out of this fucking third world goddamn environment of death for our kids, death for our farmers, death for our people, and let this fucking dark fucking crazy people that want you to be a girl or a boy and fuck your kids up and all this other shit.
Well, we're only 1 year in with Trump, so we've still got 3 more years.
So years. Yeah. So in a lot of this, changes
are happening. Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah, and I have people ringing me and saying, hey, what about this? I said, this is what it is. I said, they're trying to accuse the United States of a war crime, which it's not. See? And they said, oh, it had to be in front of our Congress. No, it didn't. And Congress didn't even have to be informed of it due to the secrecy of its nature as an operation. A military operation can be performed without the agreement of Congress, period. They can only have the information after the operation happened. That's the thing that saves Vladimir. That's the same thing that saves Russia in this, because it started out as a military operation. And then you say, well, hell, you want to know the truth? The intelligence truth. You want to hear it or you don't want to hear it? The fact of the matter is that fucking them people in fucking Ukraine, especially Crimea, straight up through the fucking middle of that country, all the way up into Belarus, were fucking Russian by heritage. And then you have some fucking Azov fucking battalions of you know who, and they're trying to make these fucking people bow down, kill their sons, beat their daughters up, make them speak a certain language when they go to school. They even had a chart. They had a fucking chart that the new kids in the new district would come to, and when they would read off of this chart, they're capable, which means that the language of Ukrainian and the language of Russian are cross-mixed. It means that a person that speaks Ukrainian can understand what a Russian's saying, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So whenever they discovered that these children would come into these schools and would read the Russian language, and their parents were Russian and everybody in their family was Russian, they was trying to tell the kids that they wasn't in Russia. They're in Ukraine, so they got to speak Ukrainian now, you see. So the fact of the matter is...
What was it? Shit. What war was that one? Slovakian, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. And they had like
So-
the Muslim teachers and the Christians, and they had a big war about it. Slovakia, wherever the hell that was, and a teacher. I remember hearing a real shit story. War was breaking out in that country, Chechnya,
Chechnya.
Yeah, I can't remember. Czechoslovakia,
Right.
whatever it was.
You know, and that was something involved between.
Yeah,
like, the
actually,
Turks.
yeah, you know what? You don't need to hear that story. It's shocking. Yeah, anyway, I'll keep that to myself. Yeah.
But
Mm.
the thing about it is, man, is
War's brutal.
all along we've been telling this fucking NATO, and we've been telling the EU and all this other
Oh,
shit.
NATO, fuck off. Mate, they're a money
We're just
machine.
telling
They don't
Here's
do
what
anything.
the point is all of them were trying to sustain Ukraine in this conflict, and we just said, no, we're not going to do it anymore.
Did you
You
hear
want to
about
continue? You want to continue killing people, furnishing weapons to kill people, and spending money to kill people, then you go right ahead. Well, guess what? They can't afford it. Not and be able to afford defense for their own countries. You see what I mean?
What did they
all
do?
the fucking
They buried the story, right? Zelensky's wife, right? They buried the story. Zelensky's wife got pulled over in Paris, right? You got war going on. You're fighting Russia and this and that and everything. And it's all going, we got war. All right. Zelensky's wife gets pulled over in Paris because she was speeding or some shit by the police. They popped the boot, $5 million cash, American bills.
Yeah.
What happened to that? What happened to that story?
And
so she's shopping in Paris. She gets pulled over in a freaking Rolls Royce.
Ukraine, man. The history of Ukraine, man.
God.
Just a quick history of Ukraine, man.
I just put myself
Ukraine is always Ukraine.
Yeah.
It's always been a fucking that whole country of Ukraine. It's always been full of fucking criminals.
Corrupt.
You know?
Corrupt.
Yeah. So the fact of the matter is some of these millions and millions and millions and billions of dollars that's been going over there, it's just been cut at the fucking president's table. They've been taking shares of money out the side. They got their fucking military members on the front line waiting to get paid. You see, that don't ever hit the fucking. That don't hit the news medias either.
You get a dollar. Yeah. You get a dollar. You get a dollar. You get a dollar.
Yeah, that's the way they're doing them. While they're fucking out there in the trenches, getting their asses shot off. Their wife and their children at home don't even have enough fucking money to keep the fucking electricity on. You see? They're making them do that, man. And how the fuck do you convince people to do that? I don't fucking know. So there's been fucking rumor here in the last couple of months and through the ranks of a coup d'etat, which means that the fucking leading military members they're due to defect against Zelensky. Zelensky's already been checking on fucking places to where he could be, and Jerusalem was one of them. And then there was another place that he had already been negotiating with him to where he could negotiate his safety, him and his fucking family. So you're not going to get that on fucking major news outlets. And the fucking point the other day, the point was clearly made by the administration.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking freedom of fucking language, according to the internet, is far vast freer than it is on the owned big news media outlets. You see, it throws the truth out there. Golly, rank everybody in the whole fucking world's got a fucking video camera now for a telephone.
Don't they what? Oh, mate, I love the days when I was a kid. No one had cameras. If anybody knew the shit that I got away with,
Yeah.
yeah, because nobody was recording me. Damn, I got away with some shit. Oh,
Yeah. I think I've had, I've observed some live feed videos coming straight out of the heart of Ukraine with some people that I know there that have cameras and go up and check the motels and go through the motels and look at the motels and get run off, and with threat of arrest, to protect fucking people. They're protecting all of these fucking African fucking migrants by the fucking hundreds of thousands in these fucking 5-star fucking places. These fucking people are out on our fucking streets and everybody, the whole fucking world knows it. The color of their skin and the country they come from. We all know where that is. And then there's people in China. I was watching a guy I know in China, and he was doing a live walk around, and he was describing it and showing all about it too. So that's not a lie. So we've got this third world fucking invasion of fucking people that no matter what situation Britain or anybody else has ever tried to put them in, they always seem to fucking fight and kill each other.
Yeah, it's like it's in their blood. Like, what the hell?
And then they want to fucking hide.
Mate, you're exactly right.
This fucking Muslim belief, man. This Muslim belief, when you tell the cold hard truth, if they want to remain to be a Muslim after you tell them the cold hard fucking truth, stay the fuck away from them. Keep your wife and your family and your fucking people away from them. Because why? Who the fuck wants to fucking hold a Quran up in their fucking hand and then say, oh, one of the people that helped fucking autograph this motherfucker, oh yeah, he had a fucking what? A 5 or 6 year old fucking bride, and then they consummated the fucking marriage when she was 9 years old. Really?
I was gonna say to you, like, everybody's like playing the defense. We should be on the attack. I hate to say it, but
I mean, they got fucking people.
There needs to be more pushback because this shit is bullshit, and I agree with you. And on Mad Chad's channel the other night, I said like people have just had enough. Everyone's getting over it. My prediction, like, people are fed up. Like, this can't keep going on.
Yeah.
We've tolerated it for the last 4 years. Like,
no, I mean, it's just the fucking government agencies that they have to do the moral thing and say, okay, they're here. Should we make them go? How do we get them back? And how do we keep them fed and housed until we get them back where they came from? Okay, the fact of the matter is they don't want to ever seem to be able to get them back where they came from because they're making more money off of them and all the frauds and stuff that's going on. You see, that's what they're, and that's the truth. When they're talking about in America.
Tim Walz isn't running for governor of Minnesota anymore.
They're had.
Yeah, he bailed
They're
out.
all had.
He knows he's in trouble, but I want to see him arrested. I want to see people. This is what's pissing me off. Letitia James, all right, tried to set up Trump for mortgage fraud, and she got done for the same thing. I want to see Letitia James in handcuffs. I want to see Tim Walz in handcuffs. Like, I want to see Jill Biden in handcuffs. The whole bunch of them.
You gotta ask yourself. Look
everyone's
at it this way.
the talk. Everyone's talking the talk. Let's see some prison time for these fuckers.
Look at it this way, man. The old saying is it takes one to catch one. Okay, well look, everybody thinks that they expect that these politicians should be some white lily motherfuckers that don't have nothing on their record in their criminalities. But that's not true. If you take a majority of some populations of countries and you say, hey, if it hadn't been for the fucking government, would your life be any different? And they'll say, fuck yeah. Why? Because they was kicking their ass in the ground over some fucking government fine or some fee or something and ruined their fucking life. You see, they tried to ruin fucking Donald Trump's fucking life, him and his wife and his family and all of his fucking family. What does anybody else what does anybody expect? That's what to expect from these people.
Right.
You know, if he didn't have the billions of fucking dollars and the attorneys and the country on his fucking side, he would not see the fucking light of day for the rest of his life if it was up to these other fuckers. But when they want to bring fucking people into fucking Great Britain and everywhere else and flood the whole goddamn fucking economy with the support of these individuals, it's kind of like, hey, wait a minute. And then you're going to make us taxpayers in this country. See, that's where America's swinging. You're going to make us taxpayers pay for this fraud. This fraud. It's a fraud.
Yeah.
We didn't agree to this, and we didn't agree to any of this. So now millions of people inside this country are saying, okay, fuck the taxes, fuck the taxes, fuck them. You know what I mean? And then what I think is it needs to be pushed along with refusal of service. You don't have to serve these people in restaurants and convenience stores or anywhere else. You can say, no, I can't serve you. You can't get in trouble for not fucking. There's no law there. If I say, hey, get out of my fucking store, they got to leave. Get out of my gas station. Get out of my fucking parking lot. See? There's no law against that. Like I said, there's a lot of fucking people in the middle. The Venezuelan people, fuck, there's fucking people that want to immediately go back. They want to go back home immediately when this shit gets settled. They don't want to stay here.
Oh, I'm going to have to call it, mate. I'm cooked.
Yeah.
I've thoroughly enjoyed the conversation, but I'm
MI6 and fucking FBI is probably going.
What time is it now? Hang on, I'm gonna. What is it? Yeah, 11:43 a.m. I've been up since 4 a.m.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah,
because it's just 7:43 here. It's 6:43 here.
Yeah, because I'm rich and I don't have a job, so I'm gonna go have a nap.
Yeah. All right.
What an idiot, man.
Good to see you, man.
Mate, you know what I like? Good, intelligent conversation.
Yeah,
intellectual. Yeah, like I wish I was more awake at the moment. I'm not, sadly. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
We'll call it roundabout conversation.
Yeah,
we'll walk it about.
No, like,
go on, walk about.
Well, the politics. No, the politics thing. Yeah, we're going down to Venezuela and everything. Yeah. Okay, a little bit of fun before I leave.
Yeah.
So okay, it's my breathalyzer. I don't think I'll be driving today. Hang on. Yeah, no, mate, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm just.
I was fixing to head on off here too. I got a couple of things I got to wrap up before the fucking day's over with. Ring.
Holy shit, I'm over the limit.
Yeah. I don't think you can qualify for a bicycle at this point.
Yeah, I think I'm driving anyway, boys. Qualify for a bicycle. Mate, I've got to try and walk out there and go to the bathroom and go to the fridge. All right. Mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me up. Like I said, thoroughly enjoyed the conversation. God bless
Oh,
you,
you
man.
bet, Ray.
I look forward to speaking to you in the future. Stay cool, stay blessed, and I'll speak to you soon. All right.
All right, Ray.
See you, mate.
Later. And that concludes the end of this broadcast.